Total Wine & More is a wonderland to explore. Thousands of wines and spirits, unexpected pairings, and great gifts. Low prices and helpful guides make the holidays magical at Total Wine & More. Drink responsibly. Be 21.
Hi, this is Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and you are listening to No BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 1783, and welcome. This is one of those tough interview questions that might go to a less experienced person, not a rookie, not a beginner, but you've got a couple of years of experience or less, and if you're a senior, this is a question that you might ask some of those people that you interview. Hope you find it helpful, and I hope you give it a great review wherever you listen to the show. And by the way, if you have a question for me and want a personalized answer for it, go to Wizio.com. That's WISIO.com/The Big Game Hunter. Ask your question there. It's inexpensive, and you get a video back from me that will answer it. And with that, let's get going. This is one of those tough interview questions that has an intention behind it that may not be obvious. And the question is, think back to your first job. How did you learn the ropes? I think it's a fun question, and it just affords you an opportunity to reveal something about your character. So one way to do it is, let's say you're an individual who wound up being in a first job where they were doing sales. You were given a lot of rope because no one really had time for you. You really had to figure it out. So you tell a story. And questions like this suggest that they want you to tell a story to them. So let me try doing that now, following the acronym called SOAR. SOAR, where you're coming up with the situation that you were in, the objective that you had, the action that you took, and the result that you achieved. So I remember back then, my first job when I was 16 years old. Well, I worked at a pool company, and I was doing sales at the pool firm. And they kind of gave me some basics, like, answer the questions, be friendly. But you knew what they really wanted was you to close sales. And they didn't really do a lot of teaching around that. So I really had to figure it out on my own. So that's the situation and the objective that I had. Got it? So what I did was, number one is I didn't hide from the customers. I went out there and tried. And when I noticed certain responses, I started to file those away in the back of my mind so that in this way, I could see whether it was a one-time thing or this was a pretty standard response to what I said or what I said to a particular type of customer. Eventually what happened, we're getting to the result, I became the top part-time worker for sales in the firm. By better than 3-1. And what you're doing is demonstrating to them that you're willing to figure things out, that you're aggressive, you're ambitious, stuff along those lines. Let me give you another example. My first job was at a fast food place. And, I noticed that a lot of the workers didn't seem to really care. I really didn't want to work that way. So I went about my business, and if they told me to do it, I did it, and I did it faster than anyone else. It became a game for me. I wanted to see if I could outperform other people who'd been there for a while. And when management started to notice that I was outperforming, I noticed that they would start to give me more assignments faster than other people. Like I got promoted from prepping this to front of the house, working with the customers. I started to notice that. And every time I tried to work faster and harder and with a smile on my face, so that this way no one would think I was run down. Again, notice what you're trying to do is instill what habits, or demonstrate to them what habits were instilled in you at an early age and why. So I think it's a fun way to answer the question. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here are a few more ways to get information and advice from me. First of all, there's my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. I have more than 8,000 blog posts there that you can watch, listen to, or read that will help you find your next job. In addition, if you're interested in my coaching you, at the site there's a button there that says schedule. Schedule time for a free discovery call, schedule yourself in for coaching, interview preparation coaching, salary negotiation advice, coaching related to hiring more effectively, managing and leading, helping you to be a better executive in your organization, and overall being a better employee of your firm. If you have questions for me, you can ask them at Wizio.com/The Big Game Hunter. That's WISIO.com/The Big Game Hunter. The price at Wizio is less than 1/3 of what I'm charging at my website. And I'm doing this because I want to benefit my subscribers here and on YouTube, and only you're going to know about it. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Mention that you watched or listened to my content. I like knowing I'm helping folks. Once we're connected, it's nice to hear from you. I'd love to hear from you from time to time about how I'm helping. You can also watch me on TV. Did you know that? If you have a Fire TV or a Fire Stick, download the JobSearch TV app for Apple TV, Roku, Sony, Samsung, like 90 different TV platforms. You can watch me on either Zingo TV or BingeNetworks.tv. On YouTube, subscribe at JobSearch.TV.com and have access to thousands of videos I've created. I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Be great!
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
This Thanksgiving, think outside the oven and get Thanks Grilling with Ace. Get a new grill and choose from top brands like Traeger, Weber, and Big Green Egg to add even more flavor to your Thanksgiving turkey, side dishes, and desserts. Plus, right now, get free assembly and delivery on all grills and accessories $3.99 and up. For the best help on the best grills, stop by your local Ace and get Thanks Grilling. Ace Rewards members only through December 24th. See participating stores for scheduling or exclusions.